Hi, welcome. Enjoy the gun show. Thank you.
Here at the crossroads of the West Gun Show, a mom and dad walks through the lobby with their daughter in a pink miniskirt and a boy in camouflage. It's as if they are headed to a festival. A father poses a 3-month-old girl under a sign bearing the image of President Obama, proclaiming, "I want your guns." An elderly man pushes his wife in a wheelchair toward the entrance gate. Headed out are two middle-aged men pushing a handcart, heavy with boxes of ammunition. Utah is solidly a pro-gun state. About 49% of Utah residents own guns, and the gun show is a popular place to discuss gun control and the economics of having a gun. Jill McBride, a doctor from Murray who has seen the effects of gun violence when she interned in an emergency room, believes guns have a place in the economy.
Well, I have seen at least twice a year advertisements for gun shows, and hunting. I know it's a big sport here in Utah. I do have concern that it could be economically detrimental if there's too many restrictions limiting the sales.
And Tracy Alcott, the manager of the gun show, emphasizes that the gun show is a local affair.
Got to know that most of the people who are doing gun shows here are local companies, so we're supporting local businesses when we attend the gun shows. We're putting a lot of money back right into the community.
Many people like Janet Gunderson of San Jose, California, believe gun control won't fix the crime problem in the United States.
I think that people are going to get guns in their hands no matter what. So I think that making it legal or illegal just puts some money in the bureaucratic hands.
But just the threat of gun control has had an effect.
I think that actually I've seen the gun prices go up. The ammo has gone up exponentially.
A few miles north at the Get Some Gun store and rifle range, rows and rows of assault weapons greet customers as they walk in. This store houses an indoor rifle range where customers pay as much as $24 a day to shoot for as long as they want. So ammo prices are also a hot topic of discussion.
The 223 shells are coming down.
Are they really?
Yeah, they were at 290 for 500. So.
Oh yeah, that's
around
325.
That's right.
But the cost of a gun itself is significant too, as Get Some Gun store manager Art Faranian explains.
Okay. If you're buying a handgun, your average price would be probably in the between $500 to $700. The average AR-15 or the rifle sale will range from $1,100 to about $1,500.
But the business of the rifle range goes on.
All right. That comes to a total. You need a target?
Yeah.
I'll just give you this one. Oh, okay. I'll just stash it. 290, 384s. Charge?
Money well spent.
Yeah.
Since background checks went into effect in late 1998, more than 160 million people have requested an NICS background check to buy a gun. In Utah, the number is about 3 million. Romanian says expanding background checks will have little effect.
It will restrict that, make it more difficult for the law-abiding citizen. All these laws that are designed to make it more difficult, it's only going to make it more difficult for the law-abiding citizen. The criminal's still going to do business as usual.
Alcott, the gun show manager, agrees that the economics do not work out.
That the economic impact of trying to do a background check on every firearm purchase in the country, they are not staffed to do that here in the state of Utah or at the national level.
The Utah Bureau of Criminal Identification reports that from 1999 to 2011, gun sales in Utah averaged 74,400, but shot up nearly 107,000 in 2012. There were 678 background check denials that year. But the prospect of gun control won't be an economic make-or-break issue in Utah, says Clark Afosian of the Utah Shooting Sports Council.
Economically, gun manufacturers are not a huge industry. They don't make a ton of money. Gun dealers make 10% on their guns, as opposed to other retail items.
Senator Alan Christensen agrees.
In the overall scheme of things, the dollars aren't going to amount huge, but we'll take any of those dollars that we can get, and it's a good business. We do have manufacturers right here within the state. We appreciate having them. Anything that helps our economy, we love to have.
In 2012, about 330 Utahns died as a result of guns, the Department of Health reported. 84% of those deaths were suicides. only 10.7% were classified as homicides. Overlooked, says Salt Lake City Police Chief Chris Burbank, is the human cost.
But in the middle is that reasonableness, and that's the point that we need to come to, and people need to set aside their egos, set aside political agendas, and say, this is what's best for the nation in order to prevent crime from occurring, because we cannot and should not tolerate the loss of human life that we do every single year.
I am Susan Cohen, reporting.